Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you are coming across this video. So, in today's video, we'll be sharing with us 8 things that we need to outgrow to become successful in 2026. So, these major 8 things or these particular things are part of the things that causes hindrances in people's life, and we're going to be sharing 8 of it with us in today's video. So, without wasting much of our time, if you've not yet subscribed to this channel, do well to subscribe. And then before I proceed with other things, I would like to get started with the stuff. So the first thing that we have to outgrow in order to be successful in this 2026 is the fear of what people will say. The first thing is the fear of what people will say. What do I mean by that? The fear of if I should get started with this thing, what will people say concerning me? So this fear might come as a result of maybe we thinking that okay, if I should do this thing, who are the set of people that will like it? Who are the set of people that won't like it? Will people commend it or not? So these things should be part of our plan that no matter what we do, not everyone will like it. And no matter what we do not do again, not everyone will still like it. Meaning that whether we are doing something or we are idle, people will still have something to say about us. So the first thing to abstain from is the fear of what people will say. The second thing is keeping friends who distracts us from reaching our goal, or keeping friends that distract you from your goals. Do you get now? So the second thing after the fear of what people will say is keeping bad friends. When we find ourselves in the wrong circle, in the midst of friends that every day is about, if they spend every day the way they've been spending it, so there's no any other day that will just come and talk to you or advise you that okay, what is the next step to take, what is it that we can do to improve ourselves, whether academically, spiritually, financially, and also in other aspects of it. So it is the second thing that can keep a man stagnant, and in order to be successful we must outgrow it. So the first thing is the fear of what people will say. The second thing is keeping friends that distract you from your goals. The third thing is wasting hours on social media without purpose. What do I mean by that? So this might be common because in most cases youths of these days and adults, almost everyone, not everyone, but let me just say up to 60 to 70% of people, if not more than that, do waste their time on social media. What are they doing? They are watching TikToks, they are watching videos on Facebook, and in most cases, these videos are not videos that even teach us good morals. So most of the people might just be watching skits, comedies, and all these fun and adventures. So they are all good, but then there must be a time that is committed, or that we should commit to doing the things that are pertaining to our own purpose fulfillment. Do we get now? So meaning that if actually we are working towards attaining something, or attaining some height, or achieving something in life, we must plan our own journey too. So even though when we find ourselves on social media, we should always find something meaningful to do, something reasonable. Not just that we go to watch random videos and we spend hours doing that without having a clear plan or a particular thing that is bringing or adding value to us. So the fourth thing here on our list, without wasting our time, is waiting for everything to be perfect before we start. This might also be the reason why most people are not growing. So when we are waiting for everything that you need in order to start, maybe your business, maybe to start your content, maybe to start anything you might be interested in getting started with. So when you are waiting for everything to be perfect before you start, you find out that at some point you grow weary. Why? Because you are frustrated. Maybe no one is helping. You are only fighting on your own, to get all these things done. And as a result of that, you have to keep pushing on your own. So, meaning that you don't have to wait for everything to be perfect. A time will come when you will have to decide that the little that I have is enough to get started. So, when we wait for everything to be perfect, at times we make mistakes, and the mistakes we make are from the things that we think, maybe if deceptions that if you do it this way, if this thing is not showing in what you want to do, this shop that you just open now, you say you want to be selling this, you want to be selling that, but then if you didn't have a banner, if you didn't have a signboard, people will not come. If there is nothing like signpost, people will not come to you. It's not signpost that bring customers, it is God that direct customers to you. We get now. So that's also one of the things that we must outgrow, waiting for everything to be perfect before starting. So the fifth thing is remaining in comfort zone. What is comfort zone? A comfort zone is maybe like let me just give those in a simple term. So remaining in comfort zone is just like being in a situation where we don't think of maybe changing a situation, or maybe where we don't think of living a particular area where we always find ourselves every other days. So when our comfort zone is just like a place of comfortability. Do we get now? A place where we always find ourselves almost every day without doing anything that contributes towards our growth and success. Do we get now? Okay, finding ourselves in comfort zone is also part of it. So another thing here is engaging in all opportunities to get rich. Do we get now? So meaning that when we begin to look for every means to be rich, maybe betting, gambling, we are looking for investments that does not last, short-term investments, we just split our money on things that are not useful, things that are not necessary. They found out that it will affect us. And before we can be successful, we need to outgrow this particular thing. So the next thing here is staying in an environment that supports laziness. What environment? An environment that does not even try any day to try new things that can make an improvement, or that can make us improve in the way we behave, the way we think. Maybe living or moving with some circles of friends, as we discussed that before. So, our friends, the kind of friends we move with, can also bring us to an environment of laziness, depending on the kind of persons they are. Do we get now? So, an environment that does not even talk about future, an environment that has nothing to do with purpose, that every day we just wake up, eat, talk, go out for fun, and do every other things that are not in alignment with our purpose. So, that is it. And the last thing on our list here is trying to postpone life changing tasks for other things. What do I mean by that? Okay, we know that for instance now, it's just like when someone is having exam. I'm just trying to use that kind of failure as instance. When someone is having exams now, and at the same time the person have a particular thing to do, maybe he has a place to go with his or her friends. So and the person postpone reading for the things that are short time, so the things that will last just for a main period of time. So instead of picking up his or her book to read, so we find out that such person can be doing things that are contrary, so things that will not contribute towards his or her academic excellence. Do we get now? So it is also part of it when we are trying to postpone life-changing tasks for other things, so it can affect us. And before we can be successful, we will need to outgrow these 8 things that I've listed. So let me just list it after I mean one after the other now without wasting much of our time. The first thing, so I don't need to explain anything again. The first thing on our list, as we've been talking about before, is the fear of what people will say. Anybody with this kind of mentality will not be successful. So because to start will be a problem, because you have it at the back of your mind that if you should start, how many people will support you. So the second thing is keeping friends who distract you from your goals. The third thing is wasting hours on social media without purpose. The fourth thing is waiting for everything to be perfect before getting started. The fifth thing is remaining in comfort zone. The sixth is engaging in all opportunities or get rich quick schemes. The seventh thing is staying in an environment that supports laziness. While the last thing on our list is trying to postpone life changing tasks for other things that bring comfort or short-term enjoyment. So all these things that we've listed today are part of the things that may hinder someone from becoming successful. And if a man or if anybody in life will become successful, these 8 things are part of the things that such person must outgrow in order to be successful. So we'll be sharing other ideas with us in another video. But for today's video, or in order to come to the end of today's tutorial, we won't be giving us any other thing again. So see you in the next video. Thanks and God bless you for watching.